Because every offlaner is getting a Helm of Iron Will, which has regen and armor. The two things that beat this physical quill damage over time is, you know, armor and then HP regen over time.
Bottom lane, Moxxi sitting very, very low. They have the overcharge. Nisha, it's going to be Puppy who gets that first blood.
Because one side has, you know, Io Luna. They're countered on the Beastmaster. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so just throwing out a thingy here, but they'll have the teleport in, the Hex, and the follow-up from Smell.
And then you have the Quap, and then Io to relocate in whenever a fight actually starts, like this.
Like this, exactly. They'll go, they'll find themselves a Razor. Nisha, they're all right, there's a Sonic Wave from Smell.
So that they're farming more, because it's not going so hot.
Not realizing that there is indeed a sentry ward here. They've already used the finger. Moxxi turns back around, wants to maybe just... Oh, they do manage. Okay, with the Sunstrike, but Moxxi will fall for it.
Bristle, as you get the Ags, you are this unkillable monster who is slowing everybody and hitting for rapier amounts of damage. It's been nerfed since then, so we'll see how good it is.
Hero Roar over onto Matu. Gonna start cleaning up, and it feels like they want to go in for some sort of play here. Liquid making their way over up to the side. Matu rejoining in. It's a good tornado. Slow down. Nice impale here coming out from Moxxi. Io coming in, trying to just keep this Luna alive. And the reload was right over to the other side. So it's not looking good for Nisha as he just gets run down. Now Puppy and Yaps are being chased here by Big Bad Mato. And they're gonna just slow him down using a really nice Earth Spike. But they end up losing Moxxi on the other side. 6 stacks of this Goose. 7 now. Over onto Puppy. Look at this damage. They've hit an item timing. Matu's just running through the tree line, searching for Yaps. So they have the plasma field. And by God, they have the damage. So we talk about these item timings and how important they are. They definitely know it. As Yapster's courier dies on top of that with his Blink Dagger.
Hit the right target with the initiation, and here they go again.
Oh, Yapster trailing behind a little bit, but they've already gotten over to Tarzai. Gets the roar here from Ice. The follow-up, though, they have the Cold Embrace to keep him alive. Nice little stun coming out. It's not quite enough to blow up Ice. Says Puppy joining back in. Big Sonic Wave comes out. The Moxxi will fall, but the rest of the team, they use their BKBs. Yaps are following up. This is very difficult to take down this Bristleback. They'll drop that EMP.
40% to 0. It's pretty important.
Lane, Yapster, they relocate the finger. They'll kill Moxxi. Zai draining a bunch of this damage if possible, but he ticks down. Even with that BKB, it doesn't even matter. Good Witcher's Curse though coming out from Insania will ensure that Puppy cannot survive. As Smell getting stunned, they need to have some way to go and lock him down into place, though. It does not have that TP, though, and it's looking like a dead Smell. They're just gonna take down this Roshan as fast as possible. You can see, though, some movement coming in here. Nice dive bomb here from Ice. Just trying to interrupt a little bit. Sitting very, very low. Going for the EMP. Nisha trying to find the opening. Throw in the creep to take a look, and they finish up again here. It was looking for that Deafening Blast, but it's still going to be Matu who picks it up as they'll grab themselves an Aegis. Using the roar again over onto Matu. He's facing them, so not going to be able to turn around much of the damage. Matu, all right, Aegis is down. And now it looks like Moxxi is going to be the next person to fall here as the BKB was popped here from Nisha, but they get a good heal. No, it's not going to be enough. Nisha hitting them with that nuke. And now the follow is on Matu, chasing after them with the EMP Tornado. A good stun comes out, but Yapster does fall. See all these Moonglaves bouncing around. Another dive bomb again over onto Zai. Samel going in with that Sonic Wave. Gets the kill on Zai, and they'll follow up over onto Ice. But now Samel, he's got a blink. Wait, he can't do it fast enough. He'll be the next one to go down here as Nisha getting sandwiched here between Mikke, Matu, and Insania. He's just trying to fight through, but he cannot do it as Puppy did not have the tether up. You know, Matu's more than happy.
All right, Matu is so stoked for people to be anchored. Also stoked to be slamming on this high ground.
Once again,
look at the damage this hero does. And when you get to the talent, it's so much more, too.
9 stacks of Warcraft, man. All right, they'll take down the tower. They'll do a little bit of draining here over onto Matu's mana. Caps, they're running away from these Forge Spirits. They do have some pressure being placed over on the top tier 2, using some of the illusions, using the Overlord creep. But they have to force Liquid out here. Mikke looking for the opportunity. We'll just throw down an EMP. He wants to make sure that they can remove some of that mana again.
Insania's got a shard now too, so he can just constantly chain his Cold Embrace on Matumba. And it makes it so that they maybe don't have to back off here.
Plus you've got the Cold Embrace, which again, it's another slow. It's more damage that's going to make them very difficult to just run away.
Oh, they actually cut Ice.
Oh, they find. Okay, they go for the roar, but they immediately teleport in. Now Nisha's here. He's got the BKB, so they'll be able to go take down Moxxi, but take out Ice as well as Zai just zipping around, trying to steal as much damage as possible. Winter's Curse still holding them into place. Is it going to be enough to go and remove this Io as they manage to know they can teleport out?
He's
and the voice line's coming out.
Yeah, he's having a... That's rough. That's rough.
It's just like, yeah, they've got some wards here, guys. Heads up on that.
And since the bot lane was so shoved out from Secret, which is what they're, they're known for being very good at, constantly keeping lane shoved, it means that Lion will be alive by the time this Rax backdoor turns off.
Nice also pushing in that top lane. Matu just running around. He's got so much damage. They'll take out Puppey. Puppey does have the buyback, but Ice is doing a decent amount of damage, so it looks like Moxxi is going to try to teleport away.
It's looking pretty good for Secret. Insania's in.
Oh, they're jumping in here. Oh, good lord. That is a dead Winter Wyvern. But he'll be able to get Ice after he was ratting here in the top lane. And that dragon, it's been nerfed, but still does a lot of damage.
If they lose,
sentry, they see Moxxi. Yaps are jumping forward. Again, they drop another sentry. That Hex, the follow-up, though, here. They'll be able to take down Moxxi and Yaps. Both of them going to buy out immediately. They've got the roar off over onto the side. They want to get rid of this Razor. Get the stomp. Nice save, though. Eclipse coming out from Luna, though. Will be able to ensure that they get Zai. They've already taken down Zai. And there's a big stun as they finger take out. Matu, though, needs to be careful. He's got the Alacrity. Sumail jumping over onto the back lines. Wants his kill on Mickey. Mickey forced to Ghost Walk.
He can BKB and then Lincoln's, and then the only thing is the Winter's Curse, but you don't want to Winter's Curse the Luna, because it's going to be an IO hitting the Luna, which is pathetic.
Nice stun here over the back lines. Follow up with the Tornado. They've already got themselves the Aegis, a big meatball coming into play to put a little bit more damage. It's stuck over on the cliffside, though. Not sure if Ice meant to do that. Nisha goes in with the Eclipse, has plenty of damage. They'll take down Ice. And now they're following up here. Matu chasing after Puppey, wants to make sure that there is no IO allowed. There's going to be the buyback, though, coming out from the IO. Sumail's chasing off to the side, but they still have vision here over onto Nisha. They're going to try to save him. Can they do it fast enough, though? They get a stun off the Hex, the EMP coming through, a couple clicks. Can they take down Puppey? They take down Puppey, and they're going to try to go after Nisha, but the roar coming forward and the Sonic Wave buying just enough time. Nisha's still alive. They want this kill. Can they get on him fast enough as they lose Mickey? The silence, the slow, Sumail coming into play here. Ice trying to just do whatever he can to keep Matu off of these heroes, but he just keeps running at them. He's got so much damage. I can't believe that Nisha survived there.
For a more long range on that roar, because
they found Ice. Ice is not even out of his base. They just waltz on in. And go chasing after Sumail here for a moment. He's going to pop his own BKB. Not a lot of mana left, though, over on this Bristleback. So he's going to just turn around, face the back here. Nisha trying to find this opening. He's going to get the break off, but they don't want to walk too far out of this base.
Lots of stuff that it counters, lots of stuff that it sets up for.
I definitely agree. Seeing a lot of OG playing it too. A little bit of a hairball toss over onto Nisha. Gets the break off. A follow-up from Mickey, though. Will be able to go throughout the Tornado EMP. And throw another Lucent Beam to slow down Matu. He hasn't had mana in how long, it feels like. Very, very low, but it doesn't seem to care because he's just allowed to standard boxing. Oh no, the BKB coming out from Nisha. Now they take the building. There's going to be a finger coming out. They'll get the kill. But now Yaps are also to fall. Nisha just chasing after Zai. To be buyback, the BKB. They'll throw out those Chaos Meteors. They need to close the gap, but they can't do it because the IO in place. Being able to save. Do they get enough damage to kill Zai? A good save, though, coming out from it. They did not quite enough. So they will end up losing the Razor. They did buy back on Yapsor. They're going to try to set these up, try to use this control. It's a little bit difficult here. They get a Winter's Curse off, but Sumail over onto the back lines here with Puppey. They've got the Lucent Beam. Can they do enough damage over onto this Bristleback? They will. As the chase is on, Mickey now forced to flee. How do they approach this fight is the question. Mickey, though, pushing into the bottom lane. So everybody doing a little bit of ratting. Trying to bait a bit, trying to get each other into position so that way they can teleport forward. Sumail finding the opening immediately over onto Moxxi, but forces away. They realize that he is a lot of that lockdown in the way that he initiates.
This space needs to be
They need to go home
by Secret.
They need, oh my god, look at the Cardies, look at the Forge Sphere too. Yeah, they're teleporting in. This is the time now for Liquid to make a play. In fact, they're going to jump over onto Nisha. They'll follow up, though. They already used the BKB. The roar comes out on top of it. The Hex, though, as they jump right onto the back lines, they're going to be able to just rip apart Ice. There it is. There's the Refresher. Zai chasing after Nisha. He's going to keep chasing after him here. They throw out a Sunstrike, lands over onto Puppey, but Puppey's not really looking hurt at all. As they go forward, again, they get the kill on Zai, thanks to that Eclipse. Razor buying back in now, as Mickey and Matu over onto the back lines. They want to take out Puppey. They'll be able to do it. Deafening Blast going in. More buybacks coming out from all of these supports, as Matu's just chasing after Yapsor. He's going to just be able to close the gap here pretty easily. No, but the base, they have to get home. They have to go deal with this. BKB from Sumail. Mickey backing off. Here does the Alacrity. Look at the base, though.
This base is a real problem.
They gotta go down. They're gonna end up losing Yapsor.
That's a dieback.
That is a dieback, and now Sumail Sonic Wave just trying to buy enough time here, but they need to just catch him. They can't seem to grab him fast enough here, as he's just too fast. He's got Mickey walking into him. Tornado EMP should be able to follow up with the silence, the hex, everything. They'll take down Sumail. Sumail does have buyback.
The base is the real problem there, and what surprises me a little, or a lot I should say, is that Secret chose to go
Moxxi. Moxxi finding himself the IO. They need to just destroy him fast enough, but they'll be able to take down Moxxi first. Now Mickey looking a little bit nervous. He pops his own BKB. It's just some time, though, because they are taking Roche over near the pit. Not that, the Luna can do anything by himself, but Ice has the dust attempt over the blink from Mickey. Just a little bit too fast. Throws out the tornadoes. Just going to go and land over several of these. And now they'll get this building.
The backliner is fairly important to get.
Yapsur's in the tree line here. Immediately smoke breaking. Follow up a good stun. They'll immediately start just poking away, so there is no line. Does have buyback, though. Another save here coming out from the Wyvern. Just going to bring Matu back up to help get out some of those Splinter Blasts. Matu's ready for round 2. Continues to throw out all that. Doesn't quite have those full 9 Warpath stats, but he's working on it. He's going to just focus down over onto the buildings as Nisha, again, gets the break off. So he's got to be very, very careful. Another heal coming into play. Sumail, though, jumping over onto the back lines. He's got the BKB up and running. They'll turn right back around, and they'll go and they'll pop the Aeon Disc over onto Puppey. There's going to be the Eclipse coming through. The Clicks, though, coming out over onto Nisha, but they'll be able to hold Sai, and they get a finger kill off of it as Matu goes running after Yapsi, though, gets the kill on him. And they're looking for more. There's going to be that refresher orb, though, coming out from Nisha. So much damage going over onto Matu. Matu not expecting it at all. The dive bomb over onto the side. A big Sonic Wave coming up from Sumail. Will clean up over onto Boxy as Matu is in very, very deep. Sumail's just chasing after Mickey. Mickey turns back around, though, does have that BKB throwing out. Can they take down the Queen of Pain? Yes, they can, but does have buyback as Matu is just being allowed to just run around their base this entire time.
Let's see, not so good on
I think Invoker could be a good candidate, right?
The only thing is there's not that much to set up for the Cataclysm.
I mean, if they're just standing there and fighting. They gotta get in that pit, though. They gotta get in there fast. The Sunstrike coming in. They know they're over there. Matu trying to get into position. Pops the BKB jumping in here from Boxy. Good though, coming up from Ice. But again, they have those BKBs. The Sonic Wave, though, pushing back. A good save coming out again as the Eclipse goes off. They'll be able to go and find Ice. It's over, taking out Boxy and take down Matu. And they're gonna go right back into buybacks. Puppey will get clicked down as they'll search for the opening finger over the backline, over onto Mickey. Mickey using his BKB, but they still have their eyes over here on the Luna. They'll pop the Aegis. So they're gonna go win again. Matu's here. They need to get that IO over to Nisha. Nisha going for the refresher, but they have the Abyssal Blade. They've got enough damage. Nisha, he falls. It's a 10 times kill streak taken down. He does have the buyback. As now they go in again. The Sonic Wave coming out.
He has buyback and another rapier.
Right in. Yes, he saved the other rapier from earlier. Now was Boxy going forward. Does have the spy Carapace. It's going to be Zai going right back in. They want to kill Puppey. Doesn't look like Puppey has any sort of options really left over here. As now Sumail gets hexed up. They have the damage. They'll take down Sumail. Nisha with the second rapier. Yes, he bought the component earlier, locked it in place because he wanted to go back in, but he didn't want to have that risk. Nisha, though, creeping around, sees Insania, but he has the Aeon Disc. He's going to go for the Eclipse now. Do they have any vision to jump back in from Mickey? They have the Hex Zai going in, and then Matu just wails away. That's it. That's got to be game. But then on the flip side, with what Team Liquid is bringing here, it's a solid draft. Like, they've got very good team fight. They've got that sustain coming out from Io
that he can play with on Mirana. So it's a god tier Mirana game. It's a high win rate hero, and I think it's quite underrated. There's the Nightmare setup.
It's a good setup into the arrow, and that should be a dead Insania.
In order to get that stun off, it's so important. It's 4 heroes stuck top. Oh, just kidding.
Look at the way, they still managed to go and find themselves 2 of them. The arrow is going to connect over onto Matu. They'll get Insania, and they'll be able to get Matu as well. So a very useful arena coming out from Ice. I think he's glad that he held onto it. Top lane, though, rotations coming out. They want to take this tower. Ice still has the arena. Matu's going to try to drain some of that damage. He's going to get held in place, but the follow-up here from Mickey jumps forward. They'll find the kill on Insania, so they won't have that extra regen. Follow up with the Dream Coil finger play coming out from Boxy. They'll be able to go take out Ice, and they'll follow up, get a kill on Puppey. But the rest of Secret is here. Sumail stepping onto the back lines. He wants his kill over onto Matu, and he gets the drag back. They'll find the kill on the Razor. They'll get Boxy as well. And now Puck having to run away.
Perhaps there could be like a smoke to it. It could be better executed, but I think some play to that top tower is absolutely right. They had the Ravage. I'm pretty sure they felt pretty confident.
It's a good Ravage too. And speaking of good Ravages too, in the mid lane with the Dream Coil, make sure that Sumail cannot escape. Although the follow-up, good Hex coming out from Boxy. Can they lock him down for long enough here? So they'll get that Hex off over And they'll be able to drain a bunch of this damage this time around. Moxxi's going to be able to do some clicking. They do manage to stun up over onto the puck. So puck can't just zip away, but jumping forward again, has his eyes onto Poppy. The Fiend's Grip comes off. They have enough damage. Will be able to take down Mickey. They'll pop, oh, and that spear over onto Moxxi. He's sitting so low. Just so, like, I understand why they're in position, right? This is so important. Although they go to jump forward here, followed up from Zai. Be able to go land the arrow, and you can see the teleports coming out immediately. They want to try to punish them. They only managed to go and grab Zai. Follow up with that little bit more of damage. No, it's going to be enough to take down the Tidehunter.
But when he is alive, there is a Ravage, and the question is, can they take this in 20 seconds? It's pretty early.
They have a Death Zone, they have Melt Strike. I mean, that's...
There's some stalling potential, though.
True, true. Some of the spirits getting tossed in, trying to...
Puck orbs as well, not bad.
Yeah. They do back off. Oh, they find Moxxi. Moxxi, though, trying to get to position. He's going to end up falling for this. They do manage to take down the Bane, but now Mickey's in a little bit of trouble here. Montu turning back around, draining away over onto Nisha. The buyback coming out from Puppy. They're chasing after Sumail. They need the lockdown. Zai is here. Oh, nice waning rift, though. He's just stuck over into the corner. They managed to go and click down Sumail.
And they can do it. They have a Ravage.
And they're going to smoke up and see if they can get the jump here. Nisha over in the mid lane. Going to play the bait as the rest of the team is smoked up behind them. Jump forward here from Moxxi. The follow-up with the Ravage, but the BKB play comes out. They want to just burst down Nisha, but he's got his own BKB. Yapso jumping into the middle. They want to try to get Insania, but they're not going to be able to. And they just Fiend's Grip Matu over onto the backline side. He's all alone now. He's just trying to run away from all of these heroes, and he's tanky. Does get taunted back in, but there's just so much damage. He's surviving for quite a while, throwing out the gush. So it'll be the Yules coming into play here, and eventually they'll be able to take out Zai.
Committing even more to the counter initiation.
A little bit of a nightmare here from Poppy. Ice, get into position. We'll pin him over to the wall. And that's so much damage. He used to be so tanky. What happened? Nice quick pick off here for the side of Team Secret. Like doing the scouting, putting himself in those risky situations. Puppy just following him around. Although Mickey jumping forward, they've got the silence. Can they get up enough damage in time? That's the question. Nightmare will buy a bit more. But eventually they'll take down Puppy. And now over on the back lines, they're going to wait patiently here for this puck. Mickey, though, sidestepping around. They go forward with a big gush here. And now they'll go use that arena, try to separate. But again, Matu, he's got the BKB up. It's Mickey over on the back line, dodging around. More of this gush just getting tossed out as it jump over onto Nisha. But they need more damage as Boxy does get left behind, so Sumail will clean up. Matu's sitting a little bit low. Zai again finds himself surrounded by just all of these heroes. He's going to try to teleport away, but he's not going to be able to, not without remnants, so they'll end up taking down Tide.
But other than that, they're going to need to have some crazy good fight.
Oh, they're hunting Zai. Zai knows it, though. Oh, the arrow from Yapsor! The step forward here coming out from Sumail. The chase is on after Zai. They've got enough damage where they should be able to burst him. He's going to make him work for it, though. Juke it around the corner. Yule's coming into play, and they'll finish him off.
Even I'm impressed.
These arrows are just finding everything. And they're not even intending to. They're just trying to get vision.
He's just scouting.
Yeah. Their value. Boxy jumping forward immediately. They have the dust. Turn back around. The Yules, though, coming to play. Look at the teleports coming out. That's a big three-man Ravage. Can they do enough burst damage in time, though? Is the question. They already take down. You have to take out Boxy, take out Puppy. Sumail next to fall. Nisha, though, does so much damage. The Io coming back in here. Does manage to go and heal back up, but they're going to skirt away. Mickey blinking forward, rejoining up with the Zai. It's a big burst. They got the buyback out from Yapsor. Very, very scared. Although Nisha is in the bottom lane.
He's out. Okay.
He's teleporting. He has to, right?
Is he?
Oh, the
no, he's not.
From Mickey. Smelled it up. Zai throwing out. They've got the silence, the hex. They should have plenty of damage to slay this TA. And you know what, Jenkins? That's another way they're going to win this game. If they can get pickoffs like that.
Maybe if the Razor ult hit Roche, but it doesn't. They do have an AC on Razor, though, so that will help. And they do have the Gush minus armor, so maybe it is fast enough.
Well, they do manage to go and find Mickey, though, so that's a nice follow-up here. Again, with that arena from Ice. Matu, though, just zipping on through here. Gets that drain off. Then turn back around. Can they get the kill? Yes, they'll be able to find Puppy. Ice, though. He's been left behind. He doesn't have any mana left. Buyback now coming out from Mickey. They go and they use the finger. Nice spear away. The Razor, though, hunting. Nice arrow coming out from Yapsor. Buys a bit more time at the jump forward. The blink over onto Ice. The taunt pulling him back. He just cannot crawl away fast enough, as that's now 3 heroes on the side of Secret that are dead, and they can walk right into this Roche pit.
Yeah, Nisha saw the ward and sentry be placed there, right on the cusp of his vision.
They're gonna force this fight. Look at the way Zai's approaching. Arrow comes in. All right, they'll be able to blow up Moxxi. Spear over onto Matu. Matu's just gonna back off. They don't have that lockdown. They jump forward there with the Ravage, with the Dream Coil, and they'll be able to go and hit over onto 2, but the Fiend Skrff coming into play here. They'll follow up with the second Ravage into the arena, though, as Matu's trying to just get some of this damage off. He's got the link off, but he's taking too much. It's not looking good for him as Zai will fall. You'll have Matu coming back up in a moment here. Io trying to get over there. Oh, it's not going to be in time. Insania is going to be the last one to fall in that fight. It's making it difficult for them to find the opening, but they're persistent on the side of Secret as they're going to start throwing their bodies forward. They do have that Moonlight Shadow. You've got the spider legs on Zai. Moxxi jumping forward. They get the little bit of that jump off, but look at the damage now coming up from Nisha. So they have, oh, the Fiend Skrff, there it is, holding up Barnes' side with the go. They'll use the Ravage. They've already managed to kill Moxxi and Insania. Insania going to have to buy back now. Gonna try to join right back into the fight. He's got that Ghost Scepter. He's trying to run away from Nisha. Nisha's doing so much physical damage. Samel, though, looking for this opening, trying to chase after him. Does have the Yules in place. Follow up. The arrow's just a little bit too early, but they do get the taunt, so they'll end up losing Insania. He did buy back for this. Like, he's so, like, it's almost already up again. They just had a fight.
It's off cooldown.
E-Blade picked up now here for some mailboxy, popping that Lincoln's here. Nisha again jumping for, oh, all right. That's not supposed to happen.
That feels bad.
More gushes coming out. The taunt, though, over onto Mickey. They've got the spear, they've got the arrow, they've got the damage. There is no puck available now for 120-something seconds. They're just leaving Zai to take a nap there until he wakes up, and there's a big, you know, it's a different type of nightmare, but that is not the way that you want to be. As we get a game number 3 between both of these teams, and we're getting something a little bit different this time around. We're getting a safe lane Slardar. It's like they're going to try to hold on to a top lane. Ice is left alone, so they're trying to make a play with this. Go for the crush, couple more hits over to Ice. That's going to be the first blood, recognizing Io's not there, so they'll be able to find the kill, but Moxxi now will fall. They're going to look to make a rotation here, but Mickey and Moxxi also making their way top. So zip in over onto Moxxi, hoping that they can get a quick pick off. So they'll be able to burst down Moxxi. The follow-up, though, with that torrent into the boat. Need a little bit more damage, though. Can they finish off Samel? No, he's going to be able to just ball lightning away as Puppy coming in for the save. They use the Doom over onto Matu. Gets bashed off here. Mickey trying to just give a little bit of space. Oh, the zip forward, though, from Samel. He'll get himself the double kill as they'll land the torrent over onto 2. They want to get anything that they can out of this, but Yapsor is just still so survivable as Insania now trying to hide away in the tree line. Mickey going back in.
It's easier to fight, but right now I think Secret's okay with stalling.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes right now. We're not quite at that crazy level of attack. Fiend Skrff coming out, though, from Insania. They're going to use that relocate, though. They need to be able to take down Doom fast enough. They will be able to do it. The zip forward, though, they're going to drag back over on Insania. Matu, though, has his eyes over onto Yap, so the zip forward coming out from Smale. Going to follow up. It gets the crush off, but they should be able to relocate. They get the X off, though, over on Samel. He's going to get tossed up into the air. He still has some mana, though. He's going to try to ball lightning out. Manages to go dodge the boat. He's out, though. Can they get there in time? This Isle coming in. No!
The big cleave.
The cleave from Mickey.
That's a big boy. And just die and not snatch it, and then you lose an Aegis. And so he's
he walks right over into Insania and Matu. They've got the Fiend Skrff. Can they do enough damage in time? The jump forward from Ice. He gets the stop off over onto 2. He's going to be able to protect some. They'll go when they just make sure that they can remove him from this issue here. As again, the Slardar just continues to hit. He has been doomed, but he's not too concerned as Mickey's going right back in again. We'll punish Ice. Zip over onto the back line, so they're going to try to get rid of Moxxi. They have the dust, they've got the vision, they'll be able to get the kill. Still getting into position here. The zip forward over onto Mickey. He's got the BKB, but they'll drag back over onto Zai, and that's a big wreck. They're not going to be able to get anything else over from Zai. Zai buying back, gets right into the fight again as Mickey going in, wants to get the kill over onto Puppy. Puppy activated. There's going to be the borrowed time as now Zai goes for the roar. Will connect over onto Nisha. Ice is here, though. They'll get the kill on Puppy, but it's not looking good for Matu because he's going to be the next one to fall. Zai trying to fight through. He's not going to be able to, but they end up taking down Nisha as Mickey looks for the open, gets the X off over onto Ice. The follow from Matu. He popped back. He wants to be a part of this fight, and he will help clean up as they march into that Roche pit, wanting to make sure that they can protect this Roche.
Nah, he's not as ballsy as he once was, it seems, on the Storm. Old Sumail would have gone for that. Secret running down here is, you can definitely make a move here.
They're making their move, too. Look at the way that they're They're coming over. They don't have Zai, though. Oh, never mind. Zai's here. He's going to show up. The jump forward. Good stomp, though, up onto Matu. He's going to need a bit of assistance here as they manage to go get the stun off over onto Nisha. Followed up with the bow. The BKB comes out from Mickey. He's trying to get that cleave damage. They do get the Doom off. Yaps are trying to save them just a little bit longer. Matu's going to have to back off a little bit. Stomp from Ice over onto the back lines. Again, they managed to Doom up Mickey. Matu's got to get out of there fast. One more hit. Should have been able to do it, but he cannot get the final hit off in time as now Mickey running away. Zai using the roar. Wants to try to buy just a little bit more time. The arrow comes through. Going to land over onto some man, but they follow up here. No, it's not going to be enough. They're able to take down Mickey as Insania and Moxxi are running for their lives. Samel already popping that BKB. Zai's used the roar. They have to back off on the side of Liquid. The zip forward, though. Samel's not ready to give up. He wants Insania. They drag right back in. They'll get the stun off, but it's not going to be in time here to save the Bane.
Insania. They choose not to. That's what this is about, I think. And Sumail TP'd back, so this is
They go for a roar play, though, and they'll get the kill on Sumail. Oh, we weren't expecting that, it seems. In the top lane, they see Insania. They've got a lot of click damage. They'll be able to remove him.
Well, the reason that worked is because simultaneously on the top lane, they were also going on Nisha. They canceled Nisha's TP. He can't get here. This is just a Rax.
This is just Yapster by himself. That is that. No. Oh.
Nisha has to walk, dude. He's just slowly waddling his way there. This is a free Rax.
Yeah, no, that is very value. Plans change. Pulls it back over here onto Mickey. Had the X on him, but they've got plenty of damage. So that is a Doom down, a BKB on Sumail, but a dead Mickey. I mean, Nisha's still tearing through the buildings pretty quickly here. Matu again continues to
Backdoor's on.
Good Nightmare. Buys a bit more time here. They just
this is good stalling.
Away with Nisha.
This is good stalling.
He's got to be very frustrated. He's not being allowed to hit these buildings. They've got the Yules, they've got the Arrow, they've got the Nightmare, they've got the Enfeeble. He's forced to go and use the Manta again. Another Nightmare. And like you said, it's good stalling. 14 seconds. Is a 4 though coming out from Sumail. He's had enough as they're going to go and immediately punish it. Matu beats down on Sumail. They'll get the kill. He's got to be careful. One more hit. Oh, it's a big one here. As they manage to get the Fiend Skrff, but they don't have enough damage. They'll be able to take down Insania. Insania buying back. Wants to be a part of this fight, but these buildings now, they crumble without Nisha having the chance to, get toyed with. They do have a wave being pushed into the base. Nisha's courier gets taken out. They have the MKB completed for Matu. Zai also having himself a sheep stick. There's a jump forward from Matu with an arrow, right? Again, over onto Nisha. Can they get enough damage off in time, though? Zai queuing so much on the back lines. Yes, they'll take down Nisha. They'll take down Insania, though. They'll drop to the ground. Sumail clicking away over onto Zai. Matu just trying to hit as many hounds as he can. Trying to get rid of Ice. They'll be able to do it. He's already used the Doom over onto Mickey. Puppy hiding into the tree line. The blink forward from Matu. He's just cutting through everybody like they're butter. And the hunt is on. Multiple buybacks coming out from the side of Secret. This IO, though, is not looking healthy at all. It's an ultra kill for Matu. Sumail's teleporting out. No way that Secret will have any time to react to this. So that is going to be Cheese, Refresher Shard, and Aegis.
The Ags is definitely important because it gives you that potential of hitting multiple heroes.
Arrow over onto Puppy. Mickey getting into the position to jump forward again. They'll be able to take out Puppy immediately. No buyback, as we stated. The Doom gets used. It's going to be the Ghost Ships coming in here. Sumail dragging back over Target. They go and they use the Roar. They'll buy a little bit more time. They have the Fiend Skrff to hold over onto Sumail to get another Roar off. The zip over onto the back lines, though. Ice and Sumail. They're trying to fight through. So they'll end up losing Ice. They end up losing Sumail. Sumail will buy back. Matu, though, does go down. That Aegis just getting reclaimed. Nisha, though, trying to just pull back. Again, they have their eyes over onto Zai. Mickey does have that damage, so they'll be able to finish it off. They'll be able to kill Nisha. And this is looking very bad for Sumail. He's the next one to fall. Oh, Secret.
Might have to go for that here.
That's too risky.
But I feel like what's risky is Liquid just going throne and then winning the game here.
True. I guess when you got very little to lose, you might as well make those risky plays, but Puppy's going to be up in a moment. Isle's going to be up. Zai throwing out that Hawk, wants to keep some vision. They'll use the fortification. ISSI still down for another 50-something seconds. 60-something seconds over on Storm. They'll throw out the boat. Jump forward, okay. Another couple hits here. There's the E-Blade coming to play. They're going to try to pull back, but immediately gets interrupted. The roar, and that's just it. Liquid, they managed to claim the victory against Secret.